So in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to do the two types of pockets on the trousers. We have the slant side pocket and the straight side pocket. Before you start with your pocket, identify the wrong side of your fabric. After identifying the wrong side of your fabric, just take one. This is for the straight side pocket. You measure 1 inch down from the waist, and now from the first cutout, you measure 7 inches. The cutout is just half. After doing this, you take your interfacing, let's say 2 inches width and 9 inches of length. You cut out, and now you place on one side an interface. So you press very well, make sure it sticks very well. After doing this, you turn and cut out where you cut the 1.5. We are cutting just half, and you snip this side too as well. This is for the straight side pocket. Press well, make sure the interfacing settles very well. After doing this, you turn and now fold the 1/2 inch that we cut out and press to get a crease line. We will be stitching our pocket right on this crease line. The crease line is just a guide. So this is how it looks like for the straight side pocket. So now the slant side pocket. You measure 2 inches in, and now measure your interfacing. The interfacing could be a 9 inch width and a 2 inches. Your interfacing could be a 2 inches width and a 9 inches of length. So you place your interfacing right on the line where you ironed. Right on the line. Let's cover the line a little. Cut the excesses off. So your 2 inches here and down. Pardon me for the cutout you see over there. It was a mistake I made. So 7 inches from the top. This is the slant side pocket. So now you fold this part, and where the cutout at the top is, that part is just a quarter. You can rule a line from this to this so that it can aid you in folding. You fold and press. After you're done folding and pressing, this is how they both look like. This is the straight side pocket and this is the slant side pocket. So now this is your pocket. I will show you guys how to cut the pocket. So to cut your pocket, you get your fabric, press, make sure your fabric has no folds in them, press, and now you fold your pocket this way. You can measure it either 7 inches or 6.5 or 6, depending on the waist you are working with. If you are working with a waist that's above 29, you can make it 7 inches by 13.5 or by 14. So let's measure our 13.5. This is by 6.5. So now we will curve the lower section. We'll curve at the open area, not at the folded area. You mark 2.5, 2.5, and now you cut it out. So this is how our pocket is looking like. Now let's go to the sewing machine. So now we come to the sewing machine. We identify the wrong side of our pocket. So this is the wrong side. And now we take our straight side pocket, and now we find the wrong side. The wrong side is where the interfacing is. Then we take our pocket to look for the wrong side So now to stitch the pocket, the right side will face the right side. After the right side facing the right side, where the cutout is and where the fold is, you stitch right on the line below the cutout. So you stitch, pardon me for the video if it shakes. So you stitch from this cutout to that cutout. Remember, the pocket is not cut, it's just the main garment. So now we'll cut the pocket too and make sure both of them are being cut out. And now you flip it. So you see, now you flip it and cover it with the allowance we stitched. Bring this part out. Then now you will stitch right along the cutout that we did, just a quarter. So this is how the back is looking like. This is the pocket, and the other side, this part is the actual trouser, the front. So we'll stitch right along the pocket, just a quarter. Pardon me for the shaking of the video. So you stitch right along. And this is how it looks like. And this is the back. So now you cover it this way. Make sure they are meeting. Then just secure right in the allowance. Right in the allowance. It shouldn't be away. It should be inside, just a little, in order to hold it down. Some people can just pin, but I prefer you stitch it, you see, right in it. Then you come to this side. Where we stitched, you stitch on the same thing. Make sure that the pockets are meeting. Make sure they are meeting this way and you have no problem. You stitch on that stitch over there, just a little, to hold it down, in order to aid us when we are about to stitch the lower section of the pocket. We don't suffer. You can decide to pin as well, but stitching is the best. So this is how it's looking like. This is the back. It should lie down flat, no fold. So you open this way, and now you check where the stitch ends, and you clip diagonally to it. Then you put your hands inside the pocket this way and turn. We are now about to stitch the lower section of the pocket. So you realize that the pocket we ironed. So there's a line there, that line over there. Make sure that that line is right at the folded area. And now you stitch the lower section, just a quarter. At the cutout area, you can get a chalk and mark down. You don't stitch the quarter throughout. When you get to a point, you just blend in and stitch where the chalk is. After you cut the excess off, you can cut it to, let's say, 1/8 or a quarter. Carefully do that in order not to cut through your pocket. After cutting the excess off, you now put your hands inside back and turn it, so the allowance goes inside. It's more or less like a French seam. After doing this, you make sure the lower section is clean. You can iron. Then now you stitch to cover the allowance inside. Quarter. Stitch gently right to the point where we cut out. Don't go beyond the cutout point. So after this, it goes back. And now this is how your pocket is looking like. Then now, we'll come to the waist area. make sure it comes up a little, just a quarter or let's say half, and you stitch at the top quarter to hold the pocket down. So you stitch this way and cut the excess, the pocket that came out, not the main trousers. The pocket has to come up a little. Remember, when we were cutting trousers, we came down half, so you can't make the pocket even. You have to come up that half and cut it out. So now this is how your pocket is looking like. This is the straight side pocket. Let's put that aside and now work on the slant side pocket. It's the same process. So if you don't get this, you can watch this and you get it. So let's find the wrong side and the right side. Wrong side and the right side. And now to start the pocket, the same format. The right side should face the right side of the main garment. The right side of the pocket should face the right side of the trousers. Make sure they align. The waist area is aligning and the side is aligning. They are all on the same line this way. And now you stitch above the cutout that we did on the main pocket, right in the line. You stitch that way, secure. Then you cut the excess off. You can't keep all this excess in. Let's cut it off in order to reduce bulk. After doing this, let's cut out the pocket to the same half. And now you flip. You flip and cover the allowance inside. Make sure you bring this part out very well. Both the pocket and the main garments. So this is how it looks like. This is the back. You can iron. So this is the front. The same approach, you stitch a quarter right with the shape you have over there. Pardon me if the video is shaking. Stitch quarter right along the line, and this is how it's looking like. Let's remember, before we cut the main garment, we cut 2 inches. We cut 2 inches before we interfaced or after we interface. So make sure the same thing, the pocket is aligning this way. The lower section is aligning, the side is aligning, and the top, you just be left with 2 inches. So the top is 2 from the stitch that we did, 2 inches. This way, from that area where my hand is, 2 inches. Just secure, just a little, just quarter down. Don't go too much, because when you stitch a band, that stitch might show. Just a quarter, very small. Then this part, you come and secure right at where we stitch. Just a little. Pardon me for the cutout over there, it was a mistake I made. So just stitch very small, don't go beyond the stitch, just very small to secure it. From here, very small, very small, in order to hold it down. You flip it this way again, where the stitch is up to, then you clip it diagonally to the stitch. Don't clip through, clip to. You put your hands inside and turn the pocket. After turning your pocket this way, the same approach we did, you will stitch your pocket. Make sure the part that we iron the pocket, that folded area, that part is the part that is on the fold, the ironed area. So you stitch just a quarter. Make sure the pocket's aligning. The pocket is aligning. You can get a chalk and just mark. You don't stitch the quarter throughout. You stitch and you blend in to the cutout. After you cut the excess off, make sure you are cutting the excess gently and carefully in order not to cut through your pocket. After doing this, you put your hands inside, turn your pocket. inside. This part you can iron. You make sure it's out very nicely and stitch just a quarter to the cutout area. Don't stitch beyond, else you are going to have an effect there which is not pleasing. Stitch gently, and after you turn, you have your pocket this way. So the same approach, you make sure the pocket is up a little, just a half, 3/8 or a quarter. Then you stitch it down just a quarter from the main garment. This way, then you cut the excess off. Don't forget, we are stitching that quarter using the pocket as the base. Using the trouser as a base, the front, just a quarter from it. So after this, we have our pocket this way. This is our straight side pocket. This is our slant side pocket. Thank you.